hope you are having a great day. In this video I'm going to be sharing with you some tips on how you can get a good night's sleep, and that basically means how you can get adequate sleep, quality sleep, which is going to help you rest, recover, and just feel great the next day. So follow me for these tips here and try them out for yourself. If you feel they're going to help you, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and add it to your favorites, and let's get to it. So in our society right now, one huge factor that's deterring people from getting adequate sleep is the fact that they have all these like devices and whatnot, which is basically like emulating these lights, bright lights at you all the time. And even the devices I'm looking at right now, I'm looking at a bunch of screens here. So there's constantly these light rays coming at us, and it's kind of messing with our normal sleep cycles. Now, especially when you notice that going back, like you rewind back, like let's say 100 years, you wouldn't have people staying up at 10 p.m., 11 p.m., 12 a.m., checking their social medias, checking their emails and this and that before bed. They basically would be going to sleep pretty much after dusk, and then they'd be waking up just before dawn. And that's generally like a pretty normal rhythmic sleep cycle, I guess you'd say. And we're kind of steering away from that as time goes on with all these technologies that we've been using. So one thing I'd like to challenge you to try is taking your phones and either turning them off, which is, you know, kind of extreme in some cases, especially if you got important stuff to check, but I want you to put the phone aside before bed. I don't want you to look at your phone for at least 1 hour before bed. Now, I mentioned this in previous videos, but I'm going to bring it up here again because I think it's really important in order to get a good night's sleep. There's a couple reasons for this. So first of all, when you look at these bright devices, your brain it doesn't know the difference between sunlight and like bright screens. It can't distinguish between the two. I mean, generally, obviously you know a phone is a phone, but your brain still thinks these lights are part of the daylight. So it's kind of screwing up your circadian rhythm when it comes to your sleep cycles because you're going to sleep almost thinking like it's day. So here's the first point. I want you to, again, lose those phones an hour before bed and ensure that you're sleeping in darkness. Don't have light in the room. If you absolutely feel you must have some sort of light, or even if you have a child and your child has difficulty sleeping in the dark and they prefer like a night light of some sort, then I recommend picking up a small rock salt lamp. Try one of those and just set it up in the room, not too close to your bed, but it should emanate just a little bit of light, and that should help your young one if they have difficulty sleeping. So try that out. Aside from that, what I want you to do is before bed, take a warm bath, and check out the link in the description below to my Epsom salt bath video because I think that's something you could try out. Not just a warm bath, but do like an Epsom salt bath. And if you have the opportunity, get some sort of Epsom salt that also has various types of Dead Sea salt, Himalayan sea salt, also Mediterranean sea salt, and even essential oils. I mean, I use a product that I actually had created for myself, and it includes all of these different things. So I like to take a bath before bed, and I do so using Epsom salt and Dead Sea salt. Now, why do you want to do this? Because generally, you want to drop your... See, a lot of people think that when you take a bath, you get out and you feel warm and fuzzy and this and that. Yes, you do feel that way. However, what's actually happening is your core temperature is just going to just plummet down when you get out of that bath, because you're in the bath, you're basically expending and radiating heat off of your body. When you get out of the bath, your core temperature drops, which actually is ideal for sleep. What you're going to want to do is then just basically get into bed, and you should actually have no difficulties getting into a deep sleep that night if you took like a 10 to 15 minute warm bath before bed. So bringing down your core temperature is really important. So basically, the things that will improve your sleep is the reduction of light, so removing the devices and light in the room, as I had mentioned, because it's going to mess with your sleep cycles and it's just going to confuse your rhythms and whatnot. So remove the light and then take that warm bath before bed. When you get out, your core temperature drops, and then boom, you're ready and you're all set, and you can hop into bed and have a great night's sleep. Something else you might want to try considering is wearing socks to just keep your feet warm. It could help some people, but you know, personally I don't like to wear socks, so you know, I kind of go barefoot. Something else you might want to try considering is to wear as little clothing as possible when you're sleeping, because there's some studies that show that actually improves the quality of sleep and improves how much deep sleep you get when you're not like ruffling around and moving around with all sorts of different clothing on you. So try that out, and that's basically it. That's going to summarize this whole video. I hope it helps you. Give it a thumbs up if you feel it's going to help, or if you tried it out and it's actually giving you some results, you're getting better sleep. Again, reduce the light, reduce the technology and the information overload before bed, and also drop that core temperature with a nice relaxing warm bath that also has other benefits to it as well. The bath itself has tons of benefits, which if you're interested, check that video in the description below on my Epsom salt bath benefits video or something or other. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again in that next one.